So today I'm going to be showcasing the new seasonal ornaments for Season of the Haunted. These sets can be obtained from the Season Pass and you need rank 97 for the full set. Now in this video I'll be showing you all some of the best shaders on these sets as well as some fashion I made with them, and I will leave timestamps on screen if you want to skip ahead. Now if you haven't already, please go ahead and drop a like and subscribe as I grinded as fast as I could to get these sets for you all. And with all out the way, it's time we get straight into the shaders. So I'm going to be starting off with one of the more common shaders like Amethyst Veil. I really like how it applies on these sets, giving them a dark look but also allowing the details on the plating to stand out. Now here's another dark shader called Abyssinian Gold. I like this shader a lot as it gives it a dark bone look. Now if you want to see how it looks in a lighter shader, here is Bitter Pearl, and if you want a mix of dark and light colours, then here is Jacarina as well. These dark and light shaders aren't too bad, but I particularly like the red shaders like Echo Danga. This is the Vowed and Disciple Raid shader that I'd highly recommend you all getting. Another red shader I really like is Horizon's Blush from Season of the Hunt. This shader looks awesome on these sets, and with the Titan in particular, it makes it look more like a dragon. Now another red shader I really like is Carminica from the Season of Arrivals, and another shader like this is Midnight Smith from the Scourge of the Past raid. And then the final red shader I want to show you all is Bloody Tooth. This one doesn't use as much red but matches perfectly with the colour of the skulls. Now I'm going to be showing you all a few shaders that can affect the skulls like Queen's colours. This gives it a really shiny blue but also has a little bit of that red tint, and you will also notice that the red on the Titan boots and Warlock robes cannot shade. Now another shader that really affects the skulls is Continuum Alloy. This looks really nice throughout all the sets and can be obtained from the Victory Over the Vaults bundle. There's also the shaders Cryptic Insignia from the Deep Sun Crypt raid, Clouds at Sea and Benevolence of the Nine, which can affect the skull colour. And for any of you wondering, this does not work with shaders like Gambit, Jadestone and Photo Finish, as the skull is not a glow. Now moving on to some other shaders I like, here is Omnicronia for a gold look. Callous' Treasured is also really nice if you want a shinier gold. Then for a silver look, here is Ensilvered Snare, which you get from a flawless completion of the Grasp of Avarice dungeon. I also found the new shader Spectral Indigo to look quite nice, giving the plating a blue and purple shine. Now for any of you wanting a bone look, here's Dreaming Spectrum from the Last Wish raid. Another great bone shader you can use is Gambit Suede, which has a chance to drop at the end of Gambit matches. Then for these final few shaders, we have the Cenevex Chrome, which gives the set a rusted look. There's also Lucid, which is going to be great for any of you wanting to make a set based off the Lucent Hive. And finally we have Tide Smoke, which is going to be available next week in the Bright Dust store. Let me know which shaders are your favourites in the comments below, and now it's time I show you all some fashion with the Hunter set. So this is the Hunter set I made called the Blood Fiend. Some of you may remember me showing this set not too long ago, and I went and updated it using the new ornaments for the arms and boots. Compared to what I used before, it's definitely an improvement. Now the helmet I'm using in this set is the Dendrite Shimmer from the Dawning event. The chestplate is the Omnioculus Exotic with the Lyran Marrow ornament, and the cloak is the Aphrodite Iron Cloak from the Year 1 Iron Banner. Another one I quite like is the Refugee Cloak, as it shows more of the scales on the back of the Omnioculus ornament, which matches really well with the plating on the arms and boots. And if you do end up using the Cloak of Bacchus, then you could use the shaders Lucid and Queen's colours. With this shader you could also switch out the helmet for the skull ornament and switch the boots for the Shadow Strides. Now I also want to show you all a Hunter set from my Discord, and this was posted by Monkey Snail. Now they also use the Cloak of Bacchus with the new arms and boots ornaments, but they instead use the Twist and Echo vest with the Beastly Visage ornaments for the Mask of Bacchus. The shader blends the pieces very well and gives the set a Lucent Hive look. Really good use of the Twist and Echo vest, and I think it's a great choice for any of you which struggle to blend the arms with the boots. But yeah, overall I think the Hunter set is fantastic, and I'm really happy that we got some symmetrical pieces. The main highlights for me are the helmet, arms and boots, and I'm definitely going to keep rocking these ornaments on my Omnioculus set. Anyways, let me know your thoughts on the Hunter set in the comments below, and now I'm going to be showing you all some fashion with the Titan set. So I actually made two Titan sets. The first one goes with a rusted look using the new ornaments for the arms and boots, and to match it with Solar 3.0 I used the Radiant Breaker helm, which by the way is going to be available for Bright Dust during week 8. Now as for the other pieces, the chest and mark is from the Furian set, which is included in the Bungie 30th anniversary pack. The design of these pieces are very similar and perfect to use with the new arms and boots ornament. And as for the shader I used is the Cenevex Chrome. Now if you want to use other shaders, then you will need to be wary of the helm. It can look much cleaner than the other pieces, so I would recommend shaders that make it look worn down. For example, shaders like Time Honored and the new Crucible Crucible shader. The reason why I like this shader the most is because it complements the solar glows, and it really makes the details stand out in the arms and boots. Now for my second Titan set, I tried basing it off the Lucent Hive. I changed the helm for the Dragonfly Regalia and paired it with the new ornaments for the chest and arms. The mark I kept the same, and then as for the boots, I chose the Dune Marches Exotic with the Husk Crusher's ornament. And of course, as for the shader, I had to pick Lucid. Overall, I think I did a pretty good job with matching my Titan set with the Lucent Hive theme. And if you want to give the set more of a bone look, then you can use the shader Dreaming Spectrum. But anyways, they were both for my Titan sets. Here are two more sets from my Discord. The first one is from Monkey Snail and goes with a golden look with Omnichronia, and the second is from Ink Badassery, and they went and blended the new skull ornaments really well with the shader Horizons Blush. Overall, my favourite pieces in this set are the arms, chest and boots. I didn't really find much use for the mark, and I think the helmet is the weakest of the three classes. But let me know what you all think of the Titan set in the comments below, and now I'm going to be showing you all some fashion with the Warlock set. So this is the set I made for the Warlock, and I basically wanted the whole set to look like bone. I used the new skull ornaments with the shader Gambit Suede. This is the best shader I found to make the crown look like bone and match as close as possible with the steeplechase, and you could get this shader as a random drop at the end of Gambit matches. Now for the gloves, I also used the new Epialos following with the shader Gambit Suede. These are easily my new favourite gloves in the game as they're quite well detailed and lead all the way up to the knuckles. Then for the robes, you want to use the steeplechase from the Season of the Hunt pass, and the shade you want to pair with this is Time Honoured. Then for the boots, I used the Corrupting Echo from the Grasp of Avarice dungeon, and I paired this with the shader Desert Matte. And then finally for the bonds, I also used the steeplechase. Now I know a lot of you may not have the steeplechase ornaments, so I would instead recommend the Corrupting Echo robes and also the Hodiocentrist bond. The shader you then want to use is Dreaming Spectrum from the Last Wish raid, and this will give your set a lighter bone look. Now there is one more set from my Discord I'd like to show you all, and this is from Monkey Snail. They instead went with a full black and red look with the Corrupting Echo robes. The skull looks really nice with the new shader Tyrian Abyss, giving the crown a dark look with the skull being a darker red. But anyways, that is pretty much the Warlock set. All the pieces are really well detailed, and I could definitely see a use for every piece. I personally am going to use the helmet and gloves, as although the helmet and robes combination is great, it's just much harder to make your set look unique. And overall, I find each of these sets to be the best seasonal ornaments that we've received, and I'm really curious to see what people come up with as more of the community get the pieces. But yeah, feel free to let me know in the comments what sets you're looking to make with these ornaments. Also, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe as I grinded as fast as I could to get these sets for you all. Thank you all so much for watching, and an extra thank you to all my YouTube members for the amazing support. Stay safe, and I'll see you all in the next video.